Hello, I'm Saintvicious, and I'm going to do the patch for 3.6. I'm going to do a rundown of it, basically go over all the little changes, all that good stuff. Let's start with Wani. Her passive got changed to give her armor and reduce movement slowing effects. This is mainly to help her first clear, which really sucks donkey balls. She actually used to run out of pots all the way, just clearing the camps one time, and I think this change is going to help out on that a lot. Sejuani's Q got changed to give a slight knock-up, which is pretty nice because it allows it to interrupt abilities now, and also uh, just more CC overall. And also a added damage based on their maximum health, which makes Sejuani great for peeling frontline champions. So it's going to be really nice. That's actually one of her best changes. Her W is basically the same thing, except that it applies on her next auto attack, so it's exactly the same pretty much. Her E Sejuani's abilities and basic attacks apply frost to enemies, so basically they moved her passive to her E, and on active, Sejuani damages and slows nearby enemies afflicted with frost. So pretty much just like compounded her old passive onto her E, which is really nice. And then her glacial prison basically now just stuns. It's like a smaller area, but now it stuns for longer, and it's like more of like a condensed area, which is actually pretty nice too. So I think Sejuani is going to be a great initiator and peeler next patch. We'll see how our first clear goes. Trundle, I actually don't like any of the changes to him, except for the mini slow they added, the 0.1 second, 75% slow on his Q. His Q is pretty much the same though, not much difference. His W, I don't like the changes on it. 80% attack speed increase, which is like nice, but they took away the tenacity, so I'm like, whatever. And the healing increase to Trundle, 20%, that's like whatever. Like, I don't even heal myself outside my ultimate anyways. Um, let's see here. And yeah, so I don't like the W. W sucks now. I heard the cooldown's over though. E, they actually nerfed E, but it does interrupt channels now, which is really nice, but they reduced the duration by 0.5 seconds, so I guess it's a trade-off. And the ultimate actually uh, can heal for more, but the base healing will be less, I think. Actually, no, it'll always heal for more, but the armor and magic resist drain will be less in the higher ranks, so but it'll last longer. So I think Trundle's still going to be like the same champion. I don't think any of the changes are like whatever. Bug fixes for Brand, Corky, Dr. Mundo. Revert change on the Spinning Axe Draven. That's just whatever. It's a quality of life change. Quality of life change Ezreal. And bug fixes Fiddlesticks and Ezreal. Karma. They increase the damage on her inner fire, like on her early ranks. And focus resolve. They reduce the cooldown. And they reduce the cooldown on Inspire. Like basically, there's all these quality of life changes. I don't know if these are gonna make Karma like super viable, but she might be a viable top laner. We'll see. I have to see. I have to see more people play her. Like nobody plays Karma, so I can't really put my input on that. Lulu got her Glitter Lance mana
We just
cost.
got this guy on our team.
Mana
First
cost
thing I
increase.
just saw.
Yeah. So Lulu got her mana cost increase on the Glitter Lance up by 20 on base levels, which is actually really huge. You're not going to be able to spam it as much to shove the lane. This is mainly to stop Lulu from just like spamming and shoving lanes in with Caitlyn and champions like that early on. But they also increased her mana per level to 55, so they nerfed her early game but buffed her later game. They basically nerfed Nasus into the ground. I'm just going to skip over the Malzahar buffs because they're like, whatever, Malzahar still sucks. Like, mana changes, whoop-de-doo, you didn't fix his primary problems. They nerfed Nasus in the ground because they reduced the attack speed slow by half. Like, that's a huge nerf to Nasus. He's still going to be, like, okay, but, like, that nerf on the attack speed is, like, so huge. It's such a huge nerf. Consume, quality of life change. Olaf, quality of life change. Quinn, AP ratio, it's whatever. But now grants 60 movement speed in addition to the attack speed bonus on Bolt. This is really nice. Like I think Quinn's gonna be a good top laner because all of her moveset applies like dueling and stuff like that. Like especially like the tag team moves where they increase to 100% of rank 3 and increase the rank 2 value. And they also increase the base movement speed on it too and lower the cooldown. So 80-second cooldown on her ultimate is gonna give her a really good escape for top lane that she can use very often. It also allows her to duel very well top lane. So I could see Quinn being a very good top laner next patch. Maybe even mid lane, but I probably stay top lane. Um, this is just a bug fix to Rumble, bug fix to Shen, bug fix to Sivir. Thresh, they just kind of moved around his damaging abilities. So instead of, you have to like more decide if you want to be a poker or a trader, or like they're more of like a pokey kind of thing if you're gonna max death sentence, or if you're gonna be more of like an all-in kind of person if you max flay, because they moved the passive over to flay. So I think that's just kind of like gonna nerf Thresh's early game a little bit, which is I think a little bit too strong. Udyr, I think this is a nerf to his top lane, but it is a buff to his jungle since they changed the active damage on Tiger Stance to physical damage instead of magic. Um, but they buffed the overall damage because it is physical, and now you can itemize, like get a last whisper late game if they stack armor. So I think that'll be really nice. 1 second, I gotta pick a champion.
Do you
I'll just
feel
jungle
a
cart this or
chill?
something. Wee, 1 second. It's like the worst blog patch ever. I forgot I was in queue. Alright. Uh, uh, Alright, there we go. I'm set. Anyways. And also they doubled up his attack speed increase on active, but they took away the passive attack speed increase. This is all just like jungle fixes and late game fixes for here if you want to go Tiger Stance. I'll have to play him a little bit more to figure out how good the changes are. But I think overall this is a good change for jungle Udyr. And I think you're going to be able to build him full AD, maybe even play the Ruin King Rush into a little bit of armor pen. So that'll be nice. Range now accurately matches their attack range. This is actually a buff to Vayne. I don't know why they're buffing Vayne. She's already broken. These are just Vi bug fixes. Bug fix to Zac. This is actually a buff and nerf to Zed. This is buffs his like team fighting, but nerfs his laning because he can't just hop over and like refresh all his abilities by hitting minions over and over again with his E. I don't know why they gave Zed this buff, but I really think they need to tone down Zed. Like he's stupidly overpowered. I don't know why they reduced the cooldown on Living Shadow. It's really dumb. Elixir of Fortitude, got to increase the value, thank God. Now you can actually kill people who get red elixir early on and trade with them. And they limited health potion stacking and mana potion stacking, so you're not going to have like 12 health potion rumbles and stuff running around in Katarinas. Lucidity changes whatever, Tiamat changes whatever. That doesn't change anything. And that's it. Yep, that's pretty much the patch now. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.